Welcome to the second part of shoulder test, and we're gonna start with O'Brien's test. Position is seated or standing, and we're gonna be testing for slap lesion. So the patient is gonna have both arms out, arms, shoulder, yep, elbows straight, and a little bit in. That's right, and the arms are gonna be. First, they're gonna be pronated like this, and I'm gonna press down on them. Was the patient resisting? And then I'm gonna the palms. It's gonna be supinated, and I'm gonna press down. And if there's more pain when they are pronated, that means that the test is positive. Next we have speeds test. Here we're testing for bicipital tendinitis, and here the arm is going to be straight out with palm facing up. We're gonna stabilize the shoulder with one arm, and with the other arm we're gonna press down. And if there's any pain in the bicipital groove, that indicates that the test is positive. All right. Next we have the Yergason's test, and here we're testing for.
It's okay.
Okay. And here we're testing for again bicipital tendinitis, or it could also be or the integrity and the integrity of the transverse ligament. So in the Yergason's test, the shoulder is going to be in the neutral position, and person is going to have their elbow flexed and arm pronated with their fist clutched. I'm going to hold the wrist, and they're going to try to supinate their arm, so rotate it this way, and I'm going to resist it, and if there's any pain, that indicates that the test is positive. All right, next we have the railroad whistle test, and just like the railroad whistle, the person is going to be in the motion of arm flex and elbow flex at 90 degrees, and like they're pulling the railroad whistle, and I'm gonna press down and they're gonna resist, and if there's any pain, that indicates that the test is positive. And testing for bicipital tendinitis. I don't know if I said that. Next we have empty can test. And in empty can test, the arm is going to be in the scapular plane, abducted 90 degrees with thumb facing the ground. And I'm going to press down on the arm. And if there's any pain, and again, we're testing for the subscapularis tendinitis, and if there's any pain when I resist, that indicates that the test is positive. Of course, we're going to be stabilizing the scapula with the other hand, but I only have one hand to do this. So, all right, after the empty can test, we have the drop arm test. Here the arm is going to be abducted 120 degrees like this, and we're going to instruct the person to, we're testing for the tear or rupture of the rotator cuff. Position is seated, of course. For most of these, it's either seated or standing, and we're going to let them drop the arm, and slowly, we're going to tell them to slowly lower the arm, and if they're unable to slowly lower the arm, or there's any pain in them lowering the arm, that indicates that the test is positive. All right, next we have Hawkins-Kennedy test. Here we're going to be testing for again, scapularis, subscapularis tendinitis, and second impingement syndrome. So for this one, they're gonna hold out their arms straight by position seated. They're gonna flex the elbow 90 degrees, and I'm gonna internally rotate the arm, and they're gonna resist it. And if there's any pain, that indicates that the test is positive. All right, next, knee impingement. Again, the patient is seating. For this one, we're gonna make sure their scapular is stabilized and there's no motion there, and we're gonna raise their arm with our other arm, and again, if there's any pain when they raise their arm, that indicates that they have impingement syndrome. All right, and lastly we have piano key test, and here we have, stop yawning. Here position is second seated, and shoulder is in neutral position. We're gonna press down with 2 of our thumbs. I really don't have 2 thumbs, but we're testing for AC separation or potentially a clavicular fracture. So we're gonna, with 2 of our thumbs, locate the clavicle, where the clavicle and the acromion meet, and we're gonna press down on the clavicle. And if there's any pain or a motion of the clavicle, that indicates that the test is positive. And yeah, I think that's all.
They were all positive.
Totally.